You don't
Right.
take action when you don't believe. You take action when you believe. So you'll start to operate in that different self that you're trying to bring into your life, right? You do the
Yeah.
work. You're going to start to show up. You're going to make decisions like your wealthy self, like all those things, and then things just start to sort of align in your life that way.
Welcome to MomShine, the podcast where we take life's real raw moments and turn them into the fuel you need for building something more. When I started MomShine, I didn't know that I would rewrite my own relationship with success. Success can mean a lot of things to different people. It might just be doing what you love every day. And I had cracked the code on how to build startups, how to run teams, and chase all my goals and get it done. But building wealth, financial freedom, that still feels kind of distant. But what if it wasn't? I started doing something different preparing for this next guest. I wrote my goals out as if they'd already happened. I'm a published author. I'm creating new revenue streams for my family. I'm deeply connected to my kids and my husband, and stuff started to shift. A publisher reached out interested in a book I'm writing. And that's where this conversation with Lisa comes in. I'm so excited to have her here today, especially when only 2% of women owned businesses ever cross the $1 million mark. She worked for millionaires, studied their habits, and built her own empire. She has over 240,000 followers, has spoken on major stages, and came to us through Modern Day Wife. She's all about giving women more access and tools to think differently, create a life where time, money, and energy are all working for you. And it starts with your mindset. Lisa, welcome to MomShine. Lisa, I am so excited to have you here and help all the women on the line change their mindset as it relates to acquiring wealth and building success. Let's start with your story. So, you didn't grow up with wealth. How did you go from supporting millionaires to realizing you could be one?
Yeah, so thank you for having me, first of all. So, yeah, I supported millionaires and billionaires in my career, and I stayed broke the entire time. Don't know why things didn't click earlier on. But after my divorce, so I got a divorce and then was left with $55,000 worth of debt, four college age kids at the time, so fully supporting them by myself. Lost the house, lost the car, bankruptcy, nothing. I had to move into a room in my sister's house. And when I hit that rock bottom, I realized, like, maybe I could just work on my mind. To be honest, I thought, maybe I'm cursed. That's like what I thought at first. Maybe there's a curse because how come I can't break through financially? And
Right.
then I was like, wait, I started studying Bob Proctor and like all the gurus on mindset manifestation. And I realized that it was just a wiring, it was a programming in my subconscious. So I started working on that, reprogramming my subconscious mind, meditation, affirmation, scripting, exercise every day. It was a non negotiable, sacred time that I saw my wealthy executives have, no matter where they were in the world. This is what they were doing every day. I was like, aha, I'm smart
Hmm.
enough to pay attention to that. So I said, if I could just get a hold of what's happening in my mind, maybe my world would change. And it changed dramatically. Like seemingly overnight, everything changed. Paid off my debt, got a six-figure job, chief of staff, getting bonus opportunities. Like money felt like it was just like starting to really
To
pour
find
in.
you. How
Yes.
how long were you doing this routine for when you started to really see that shift and change? Because I feel like so many people on the line can relate to like, I'm putting it out there. I'm
Yeah,
doing that.
I know.
Like
I
it
get that.
really is a mindset thing and owning it and less working for success and
Yeah,
living in it.
living
Where
in
did
it.
that shift really happen for you?
I would say 3 months. I
Okay.
feel like at the 3-month mark, I started to see tangible evidence of my world reflecting what I was doing on the inside. So my external world started to reflect my internal world. And
Wow.
the biggest takeaway I want for your people is to realize that the most important thing in manifestation or attracting whatever it is that you want in this life, because everybody's attracting, is to become the thing or the person you want to become before it comes. You actually have to become it. You have to be it, think it, sleep it, walk it, believe it 100%. And that's what I mastered. That's the
Wow.
hardest part though,
So
because when
I've
your bank account is saying $300
yeah,
or 0 or negative $300 and you're trying to be like, "Oh, I'm wealthy. I am a millionaire." Like, it's
it's
very
hard.
difficult, but you can do it. You can do
Totally,
it.
especially some entrepreneurs years in, just like, how do I keep my mind in the game? What do
Yeah.
you, it's really it's an important money belief. I'm like a month in and starting to see things shift around me, but
Mhm.
what what do you think moms need to rewrite? And how does health and fitness come into the mix? It's like a lot of moms, it's like I got my fitness routine on track, but how do
Mhm.
they work hand in hand?
Well, it's a vibration, right? So what you're trying to do is become the energy of the thing that you want to attract. So the universe is just a mirror of you. That's all. So you have to put out the energy and the vibration of the thing that you want to come back to you. So if that's money, if that's success, if that's love, whatever that is for you, you have to become that thing energetically so that it becomes a match. Then it
Wow.
just finds you, right? So it will attach itself to you. You don't have to chase it. You don't have to, nothing. You just believe so much that it's already happened that it happens.
And
And
that
so
those
that's the
3
shift.
months, were you scripting out? I listened to another podcast where you said 30 goals as if
Oh,
they'd
yeah.
already happened.
Yeah.
I'm
So
doing
30
like
to 40.
15. And do you have it memorized? You're kinda like, "I want these 30 to 40 things. This is
Yes.
going to be my life."
Yes, because you're writing it every day. You're gonna, commit it
Yeah.
to memory at some point. So
Wow.
I do like generic ones, and then I do specific ones. So generic is I am wealthy, I'm a millionaire, I'm a money magnet, money flows easily and effortlessly to me, right? And then you have specific ones. I'm the CEO of 3 multi-million-dollar businesses that pay me whether I work or whether I sleep. I'm living in my dream home, and it looks like I have a massive island. They're just specific. I remember
Mhm.
scripting for 3 years that I own my first dream home that has a massive island in the kitchen, and my family, as we all sing, is standing around the island singing, and that happened at Christmas Eve this last year.
Oh my gosh, I love that. And I
The
love
entire
that it
and
has to be tangible dreams. I
Yeah,
used to do
because
this with my grandparents as a kid. We were like, if we won the lotto, what would we do? And like picturing
yes,
this dream life. It's
yes.
something, it's a really good practice, I think, to bring our kids into too.
Oh yeah, my kids are doing it. My grandbaby does it. I got a video of her today saying, "I am beautiful. I am pretty. I am smart." I mean, we're all doing it, and it makes
Yeah.
such a big difference, and it just really does become your reality if you believe it, like truly
Right.
believe it. If you believe you have something, you wouldn't look for it, right?
Right. It's true. And you wouldn't
So
doubt
that's how much
yourself.
you have.
You wouldn't
Exactly.
sabotage yourself. You wouldn't be like, oh, this is never going to make it. I mean,
Right.
things happen when you believe it and you believe in yourself.
Absolutely.
And people are
Absolutely.
attracted to people with that level of confidence. And I feel like a lot of
Yes.
men, it comes easier to than us women.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's just not forget, because I already know what people are saying. Oh, well, then, I just have to like manifest it in my head and that's it. No, like
No.
if you really believe it, you're going to take action on it. You don't
Right.
take action when you don't believe. You take action when you believe. So you'll start to operate in that different self that you're trying to bring into your life, right? You do the
Yeah.
work. You're going to start to show up. You're going to make decisions like your wealthy self, like all those things, and then things just start to sort of align in your life that way.
That's so powerful. And I
Mhm.
can't wait to tell our listeners about your new show coming up September 15th, Her Rich Life. We were kind of talking about it at the beginning. What
Yeah,
can women expect from those conversations and stories you'll be sharing? Give us
it
some
is.
teasers.
Okay. So it is a raw, very real, very intense conversation. So we have high profile celebrity guests, and they are really spilling the tea. Like everybody that sits here goes, I've never said this in an interview before. Right. And that's what we wanted. We wanted
Yeah.
unapologetically you. Whatever you think, whatever you feel, decisions, stand behind it, stand on business, right? And that's what we've done. So we're talking about everything from wealth to money to motherhood to dating to everything across and in detail. In detail.
Yes.
And I also never thought that this would end up being me telling my deepest secrets. Like I thought they were going to tell their deepest secrets. And I have started to share so many things that no one knows, break up, in a relationship that I just ended, an 8-year relationship that I just ended like a month ago, and that
Oh,
whole thing. And my
yeah.
son, I'm going to give you a little bit of tea, but dealing with addiction in the family, haven't told, and even my siblings don't know. And they're going
Wow.
to hear it all on the podcast. So it's
But
intense.
But we talked about this, and this has been resonating for women with my show. It's like more women do need to share their vulnerable truths with one another because I think the more
Absolutely.
that we do that, the more that we realize we're really not alone. We're
Yeah,
all
absolutely. We're all the
going
same.
through a similar juggle, a similar
Mhm.
survival mode, if you
Mhm.
will, to do all the
Mhm.
things for everyone around us, including ourselves.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So the
Oh,
podcast is
I can't
fiery
wait.
and intense, and I'm like so excited about it, but very nervous. It's like coming out in a week, and the first episode is a wild, and she is from a very high profile reality show, and what went on there was, I mean, boy, it's going to be an education.
A lot of stuff. Okay, I am putting it
Mhm.
on my list as soon as it drops. More
Yay.
moms need good podcasts. So thank you for
Yes,
taking the time to
yes.
do that.
Thank you. Yeah.
And what other practical tips or healthy daily habits, what helped you shift again from like doing all the work, survival mode to like wealth building mode? Like the daily journaling, working
Yeah.
out. Is there anything else or anything that you're learning from your own guests that you want to share with ours?
It's interesting because, all these ladies are so in alignment. So they're like, oh, yeah, we meditate, we script, we exercise, we affirm, like they do all the same things. I think another big piece of this is self-care,
Yeah.
and I have made that such a priority in my life. And I think it's so important for moms, women in general, but for moms truly to make it a habit of taking great care of yourself, not just good care of yourself, but great. What does that look like for you? So you want to know what it looks like for me?
I do.
Okay. So I go and I get my injectables, I get my Botox, I get Moxie laser, I get I go to Beverly Hills, and Dr. Simon Orion works on my face and my body. I do skin tightening. I do it all. I do it all. And I do it cyclical. So like spring, right before summer, and then in fall.
Okay.
So now we're done filming half of season 1 of the podcast. We won't start filming again till November. So I'll be in Beverly Hills in October doing everything I can get done, because that's what makes me feel great. That's what makes
Right.
me feel revived and refreshed, and like I can show up and feel my most confident self. So whatever that
Wow.
looks like for you, prioritize it. Yeah.
Totally. And make
Yeah.
yourself feel good. Take time to make
Yeah.
yourself
Yeah.
feel but good. You are worth it. Did you wait till you had acquired the wealth till you started implementing some of that self-care for some women, whether they're like, oh, I
I know,
can't do
can't
that
afford it.
today.
I know, I
It's
know.
so much. The skincare stuff, I love it too. And I love
Oh,
just
it's a
taking
lot.
good care of your skin because it's also
Yeah,
about you do it cyclically. It's like it's an investment. So protect it. Wear
100%,
your sunscreen, get the good stuff,
100%. Yep,
you
yeah.
know?
I would say that when I was struggling, I did understand the importance of it, so I would do things that was in my means,
Right.
right? And there are many things you can do that's in your means, and I would find Groupons, and
Yeah.
I would get discounts in some way, but I still did it when I realized how it affected my vibration and my
Yeah.
frequency, and so that was why I prioritized it. But there are ways to do it
It's a
on a
good way to
dime.
look at it. That's a
Yeah,
good way to look at it. And you came to us with Modern Day Wife, which are events that are all about self-care and taking care of
yeah,
yourself and being a modern day
yes,
woman. So it's a big part of it.
yes,
Is there
yes.
anything else surprising you learned from working with high net worth individuals that might surprise some of our moms that the moms at home might not expect that they do?
Yes, unfortunately, I would say most were pretty miserable.
Oh, interesting. Just in terms of like, well, the expression money doesn't make you happy. So even though they were doing all the meditation and the self-care and the
They were great at attracting like wealth and money and abundance easily, but like relationships were really ooh, tough,
they probably got
tough.
sacrificed along the way to some extent.
Absolutely. And I get it. I get it. I mean, I saw it up close and personal, so I get it. But I all and actually get it from my perspective now, right? Because now I'm the wealthy person, and I've lost almost all of my friends that I've had over my life. They are gone. The friends that are around me now are brand new friends. So
Yeah.
it's tough to trust. People betray you, there's all kinds of things. So I get it. But to be honest, the money part they had down, but the relationship part
It
was
all
really
takes
tough.
work. Is that why it's important to also script? So I'm really trying to script out the relationships I want with my husband, the relationship I want with
Mhm.
my kids, because
Yes,
I feel like health is wealth. Doing what you love is
absolutely.
success.
Mhm,
Sometimes there aren't numbers to it, but creating a life that you love
mhm,
is also a
mhm.
big part of success,
It's
right?
huge. Yeah, I focused heavily on manifesting money, right? Because that was my circumstance. That was my thing. So I was
Yeah.
like in on that. I'm like, girl, you got to switch gears now. You got to manifest like the love of your life. And so I've shifted
Yeah.
because now the money manifestation is on autopilot. I don't
Right.
have to meditate every single day. I don't like I'm in the vibration, I'm in the energy. So that's on
Yeah.
autopilot, but I got to get it down for the relationship side. But I'm not
Yeah.
miserable. Like I love my life and I'm
Totally.
having a great time. Living
Totally.
my best life, girl. 50 years
Totally.
old, please.
Living it. I love it.
Yes.
I love
Yes.
it. But it is important. It's important to really reconnect with the big picture,
Yep.
script out better outcomes all around and what you hope
Absolutely.
to see. But
And
that would surprise, I think, a lot of moms on the line.
yeah, don't forget the personal relationship side. Easy to get really into the money side, but don't forget that side. And I would say that's something that I did, right? I was
Yeah.
just so focused. But we got to have it all, right? We got to have the
Yeah.
the balance and the totality of all of it. And so just, squeeze that in there.
Totally. And I totally echo and agree with, like, make sure you're focused on expanders, right? So
Yes.
females that lift you up. If those aren't your
Yeah.
friends today, it is a really
Yeah.
big part of success. Did you see that with some of the high net worth individuals? They were constantly surrounded by other people that were expanding
Yeah.
them, their wealth, their capability. For some
Yes.
females that don't have mentors directly around them, what do you advocate for them to build community?
Find the communities.
Yeah.
If you can't have a one-on-one mentor, find the communities. We have a community of 120 something women who are all top investors in my investors club. We're in community together, investing together, like talking, cheering each other on every single day. And we're not doing little deals. We're doing over $1 million deals, like literally
Yeah.
collectively raising $1 million multiple times back. It's crazy. And it's
Yeah.
one of the most beautiful parts of what we do
Yeah.
because then they get to support each other. Then they get to be like-minded and they see, wow, she's investing $1 million. I want that, right?
Yeah.
And how can I get there? And then the excitement builds and everybody's chiming in and throwing in, this is what I think you should do. And this is, I'm moving my retirement. I mean, that is empowering. That is
So
empowering.
empowering, and a lot of men
Yes.
have those circles, like, more of us
Yeah.
women need to create
Oh,
those
we need
circles.
it. We need it. And if you can't find it, make it.
And what advice do you give, to the mom or woman who, to keep them from getting discouraged when success doesn't happen right away?
Mhm. Yeah.
'Cause it's a big
You
one.
know, the mindset is the biggest part of this, right? If you, again, going back to belief, if you truly believe that you are already wealthy, you would not burn out in your pursuit of it because you wouldn't be looking for it. You have to get that, right?
Right.
If someone gives you a gift and hands it to you, there's the gift, you have it. You're not going to go, where's the gift? You already have it,
Yeah.
right? So you just start to put the action behind the belief, right? And you just keep doing one thing after the other thing, the next thing, make a mistake. Oh, fail. Great. Keep it going, right? Keep moving because
Yeah.
I promise you the failures will end up being behind you and the success is right in front of you, right? And don't think that it doesn't get hard. It gets hard, right? That's a part of the journey. So don't think that this is all rainbows. It's tough. It's tough sometimes, but you can do it. You can do it.
Yeah. And if somebody listening, they wants that millionaire mindset today, what's the first thing you would tell them to do? Like,
Oh,
what was the first thing you do? You obviously did your ritual 3 months,
hmm
but then what were the opportunities that you were like, that you went for that you didn't expect to happen so quickly? Like, what would
Well,
you
the
tell
first
people?
thing I would do is I would listen to Brian Scott's Sleep and Grow Rich for a year straight as you're falling asleep. I did it for 3 years, and all of my clients do it. Listen to Brian Scott's Sleep and Grow Rich as you're going to sleep. That is number 1. Number 2, I would meditate to Shreya Karshna. He's on YouTube. It's called Manifest Money in 48 Hours or Less. I've done this for years and years and years. I never switch. I never use anything different. These are my gurus, and I stick with it. That meditation is magic, magic.
I
And
need
then
that.
what started happening? Oh, magic. And then of course, like I said, I started getting work opportunities, and then I started getting bonuses on my job, and then I was paying off my debt. And then I said, I can teach women how to do this right at the start of COVID, March 3rd. I think it was February 3rd, Super Bowl Sunday,
Wow.
2020. I launched my business on Instagram, just Instagram, and
Yeah.
started. And first year, I think we did $40,000. Second year, we did like $80,000. Third year, 500,000. Fourth year, over a million. We're in year 5, and we'll do over a million this year as well. So,
Incredible. And from your program, do you have some success rates that you can share with moms too? Because
oh my
I love that. And I
gosh,
love that
yeah,
you're coaching women to believe,
yeah.
believe, believe.
Yeah, well, we have the 120 something investors, all almost all female. I think there's 2 males in there that I let slide in because I like them.
Yeah.
But all females, that's massive. We've done probably 8 million in deals in like 3 years. They're
Wow.
the returns are guaranteed. It's all backed by contract. We have it set up so no one has ever lost their money, not one time. The returns are really high, so like 30 to 65% return on your money in like a year. And then we
Wow.
have millionaires that have come out of my mastermind program. So I have 2 millionaires that have come out of the program in just a year and a half because it's a newer program. So they were not millionaires. They were
Yeah.
working just like all regular people. And
Wow.
I strategize with them, and I show them how to use business credit to invest, and we can invest with credit cards with what I mean, there is a whole world.
So you're
That's what
coaching women on how to know their numbers and
oh yeah.
not only like
Yeah.
believe in the success, but like know how to invest and get there.
Absolutely. You have to have a
Yeah.
strategy. You have to
Yeah.
know what you have, and you have to know how to find what you don't have. And that's the biggest key, right?
Interesting.
Wealthy people are using other people's money, guys. They're not
Mhm.
using their $300 in their savings account to try to turn it into a million. That's not happening. We are
Mhm.
using other people's money. So we have, I probably have $1 million in debt right now, but it's all invested at like 65%.
All women need to hear that again. It's like we all need to know that we can do that and that
Yes.
invest other people's money is how you
Yes.
acquire wealth
Yes, that's
yourself.
how wealthy people have been doing it forever and ever and ever,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so we've learned that, and I teach my clients that. I sit with them for 2 hours when they first come to me, and I go through every bit of their financials, every bit. We whiteboard the whole thing so I can see exactly where they're at, where the money is at. If it's in a retirement, we move it to a self-directed IRA so that they can invest
Wow.
it into these real estate deals. You can't do it with your 401k, but you can move that into a self-directed IRA that you can invest in whatever you want, crypto, real estate, whatever you want with no question,
Yeah.
right? So I have clients that had no cash, like liquid cash, but they had $500,000 in retirement. Okay, so let's move that over into a self-directed IRA, and then let's invest it at 40, 50, 60 something percent return. I mean, millionaires are popping up out of the program all the time now because of that.
Incredible.
Yeah,
Incredible. And this is all
and in a short
self-taught or
time.
this is by other millionaires that you worked for and you saw
Oh,
them.
no, I learned this by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get to be in their financials like that. I was really
Yeah.
on the personal side, so I didn't really get to see that part.
Yeah.
But I remember working for a billionaire who owns a team, and I would stand on the sidelines of the games every Sunday. And I remember, I will never forget it. I used to look out in the field, and I would say every time I was on the sidelines, one day I'm going to be in the game. I'm not going to be on the sidelines. One day I'm going to be in the game. That was just a couple years ago.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
so good. It's
Thank
so
you.
good. I finally made my first like team sport because I was like, why do our kids get to have all the fun? But I'm actually learning to parent better by doing the thing. like doing the thing I'm trying to coach them on, the more that we can
Absolutely.
like do it ourselves, live it ourselves, I feel like the better
Absolutely.
coaches we become to the people around us.
Yeah, yeah, I totally agree. And to watch the success and the ladies sharing their stories and I mean, there's so many now, right? We've touched thousands of women at this point, and they've had radical financial breakthroughs and transformation. So it's really awesome to be a part of that.
Amazing. So anyone at the cusp and anyone trying to dig into more of how to manifest and own a millionaire mindset, I highly advocate your program. I'm going to check it out myself.
Oh,
What's
yay.
what's next for you? How can our listeners follow, work with you?
Yeah.
Again,
So what's next is really the podcast. This is where I'm living and breathing right now is everything podcast. And then we're going to start moving into there's all kinds of things going on behind the scenes, but just come over
podcasts
and
are
you'll
so
see.
much work, right? We talked about this. I think it's
This
like,
was drinking from a fire hose. Like I had no idea. I
yeah.
was, oh, let's just do a podcast. Let's interview people. And I was like, what is happening all night long is just this exchange of the clips and the trailer and the contracts and the flying in and the hospitality and
Mhm.
like wild. And we
Yeah.
just hired a marketing team, thank the Lord. So like we're like,
Love
y'all
it.
just
And
take
you
it
fly your guests are all in person, which I think
all
makes
in
a big
person,
impact too. I love
all
that.
in person. Yeah, all in
Yeah.
person. I just needed that for
Yeah.
me. I just needed that. And the cool thing is that all the ladies have become friends. So
Yeah.
we text and we DM and we share. It's really cool. It's
That's
really
what I
cool.
love most about podcasting is the women I connect and meet who then guide
Yes.
me to other women. There really is a
Yes.
like to your point, for all the moms on the line, there really is a lot of women out there wanting to connect with you. You just have to put
Absolutely.
yourself out there. They
Absolutely.
will
And
come
you'll
to
see.
you
They
and
will.
they're all we're all like-minded and
Yeah.
I don't know, podcasting is such like a community builder.
It is. It is, and I love it. It's wonderful. It's great. So Instagram is
Yeah.
Lisa M. Easton. Her Rich Life podcast is Instagram, so at Her Rich Life, and everywhere is at Her Rich Life. YouTube, TikTok, Spotify, Instagram. There, Lisa M. Easton is just my business, and then the website
Love
is
it.
lisameaston.com. So you can find everything you need, and DM me. I respond myself to every DM, so I'd love to hear from you.
For all the moms out there inspired, start following, start listening, start manifesting. I am telling you, I've been doing it a month. I'm so grateful to hear 3 months. We'll start
Love
to really
this.
see some shifts.
Oh, yeah.
It works.
Yes. And you need to text me and let me know what happens because I want to hear.
I will. Lisa, thank you so much. You made something feel that feels so elusive to so many feel real and like we all
I
can do
love that.
it. And I think that's really all it takes for a lot of women out there. So thank you for the work you're doing. Thanks
Yeah.
for making
Thank
more of
you.
us millionaires. And I'm so appreciative to you.
Yay. And you too. And can I just say one final word?
Yeah.
It's not too good to be true. It's true.
I
Just
love
true.
that.
Yeah.
It's
Thank you.
true. Believe it.
It's
It
true.
will happen.
Believe it. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Alicia.
Thank you. Wow, that was so incredible. And I don't know about you, but Lisa M. Easton put a fire under me to believe more that we are worthy of wealth. There's a few things that I've started doing that have really made a difference to shift my mindset as it relates to success and wealth and showing up differently each day. One of which is writing out your goals. I take about 15 minutes, either morning or night, to write out my goals as if they've already happened. And let me tell you, once you start doing it, you get more clear on what you want to achieve. The other thing that she mentioned that I took note of was listening to Brian Scott meditation on wealth and success. It just puts that underlying framework in your brain and makes such a difference. So, all of these links will be up on momshine.co. We always do a recap per episode. I can't thank y'all enough for listening. You're the reason we're doing this show. If it helped you, share it with another mom friend who needs it, and check us out on YouTube. You can watch this interview live. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Alicia Garibaldi, and we'll see you next time.